Creating a subcontract, MCC style. So here, when we open up our portfolio, we have all of our projects. We get awarded a contract. It gets uploaded to Procore, and now you have a project to work with. Um, right here, we have project names, the POs, addresses, locations, state that it's located in. The like a quick access way to get your projects is to click here, select a project. Um, that's helpful when you're in another project. What we're going to do is we're going to open up Springwood Apartments, Deck Patio Repairs, PO 11010. Click on the project name, and we open up our project. First thing that we want to do is when we're setting up our project, add all the players we need into the directory. So we're going to go to Project Tools, Directory, and this opens up. This has all been uploaded already. Um, this has, Matt as the superintendent, Dallas as our estimator, me as the project manager, um, Tyler, Carrie, project coordinator, Brandon, um, he's our client, all the contact information, but we need a subcontractor. So we're going to go to bulk add from directory, go to select, and enter in your subcontractor. It's going to be, for us, this is going to be Intermountain Coatings, Josh. His permission template, this is going to give him, these permissions have already been set. When he opens up a project in Procore, what can he see? So he could see everything that's pertaining to subcontractor, vendor, external. Project role, don't worry about it. That's more for internal stuff. And notify, yeah, shoot him an email, says you've been added to this project in Procore. Add to project. Cool. Now, kind of as also a best practice when you are setting up your project is to go into your directory of who you just added, and we're going to make sure that his insurance is up to date. So we're going to click here on the company, Intermountain Coatings LLC, and we're going to click insurance. It's going to let us know, your insurance, and look at that. Boom. You are up to date, dude. Good. We can continue now. So this next step is going to take like a little bit of having multiple windows. If you have multiple screens, that's great. I'm recording on one screen, so we're just going to have multiple windows opening back and forth between the three. Project tools, we're going to go to estimating. We're going to see how this project was estimated. What are we working with here? In this view, the two things that I mostly look at are estimating and proposal. So first, we're going to go to proposal. This is what's been sent to our client, Brandon. Here's our scope of work. Perform deck repairs on 13 identified locations. Demo, existing flooring, blah, blah, blah. All that stuff is good. Um, and this is basically a quick rundown of how the project's going to take place. We can go over to estimating and see what our budgets are for each of these items. We can open up a full view of this, and we can kind of configure what we want to see. I don't care about that one or that one. Didn't know that one. Don't need that one. Um, we don't need that one. Just for quick references. If I want to look at those later, I can. And labor hours, I don't need that one. Okay, save. Okay, it's going to just give us a quick rundown of our project. And this has, for our demo, for our deck coating, labor and material. Sometimes it's not going to be labor and material. We are going to be paying this subcontractor labor and material. For other contracts, we'll be providing the material and them just the labor. And our budget codes for each one. Here's our contingency allowance, our overhead costs. Great. Now, for creating our subcontract, I'm going to open up another window here. I'm going to select our project, and I will open up commitments. This is where our contract is going to be housed. Right now it's empty. We're going to populate it. We're going to create a subcontract. All right. Contract number, subcontract dash 001. We don't have a set nomenclature yet on how to write these. For me, right now, I just kind of add in the PO number at the end. This could change, and the contracted company, if you didn't add, you skipped the step and you didn't add Intermountain Coatings, whoever your sub is, they will not show up here. So you want to make sure you definitely did that first. Intermountain Coatings. Title, we are going to call this Springwood Deck Repairs. We don't have a set nomenclature for how we want to put the titles yet. That could come later. Status, we're going to put approved, executed, and default retainage, we'll put 10. This could change later, but by putting this in, at least it shows somewhere on the contract that there will be a set retainage. It'll be 10%. Description. Okay, this is where going into that other tab comes into play. I'm going to go back to estimating. I'm going to pull up our proposal, and I'm going to select everything that I want in here to go into the contract. Okay, some of this stuff I don't want to be sent to the subcontractor. I'm going to copy it all and put it into the description and then take out stuff that I don't want. So with new plywood to match existing installation, we're actually not going to be using Westcoat. We're going to be using Polycoat. Um, and there's that. Don't worry about what I just did. That's just since I'm writing the contract here and I know what's going to happen. This has already been set up with the client. He knows about that change. But it's still written in that description. So, a contingency allowance of 20 has been project made. No, we don't need to send him that. And yeah, we'll take that section out. All right, and oops, delete. And you just kind of want to make it look good too, make it easy on the eyes to read. Um, you know, elevated deck repairs, 13 locations, work description, demolish, repair, install new plywood. We want just to be as descriptive as possible for our subcontractors. We're using CDX here. Once again, Polycoat is a deck coating that we're using. Maintain clean. Um, some other stuff that we remove. Other things that may not have been included in the estimating, but that happens on the ground. Like I want them to haul off waste. Sometimes your subcontractors can get really, you got to put it in the writing for them. Prepare newly installed. Okay, great. All right, cool. That's descriptive enough. Josh knows what he's doing pretty well. Attach files. So in this section, okay, there are documents in the computer that we want attached as files. So we have our contract, subcontracts, and you want these three attached. Now, best practice is that you don't have to, we'll get into this one later. I'm not going to attach it because I have a template for intermounter coatings. We'll get into it later. We want to attach this one and our safety report, that one. So these three are getting attached, technically these four, and this is where I'm going to upload another site safety report. See, I have a template here, Intermount Coatings Site Safety. I've just kind of customized one to fit them. It has all their information already written into it. And as you get to know your subcontractors, you'll want to do this. It's a real time saver. Attach. So here we go. We have all of our attachments. And now our schedule of values. Okay. Uh, this one is actually just a big lump sum. So we'll go over here to proposal, estimating, and uh, we are going to be paying them $2,000 per deck. Okay. I'm providing them the subfloor materials. I'll be purchasing that from Home Depot for them, so I'm not going to give them that. Railing allowance. We will add that as a change order as we need it. Okay. Um, deck coating, deck coating labor and materials. So $2,000 per deck, and we have 13. So I want to pay him $2,000 per deck. Come back here. My don't worry about this line. Budget code. The budget code that was given to this one is 4820. So I'm going to add in 4820. The description here is deck coating, labor and materials. Okay, we want to make sure that labor and materials is actually everywhere on this contract. So work description, we're just going to add it right here. Labor and materials. Okay. Quantity, there are 13 each, and I'm going to pay him $2,000 per deck. Okay, great. Inclusions and exclusions, if you have any, you can put it in there. We're going to skip that for now. Start date. I want him to start on August 4th. Estimated completion date for these 13 decks. We're going to give him, we'll give him 5 weeks to do these. And we'll put it on the 29th, August 29th. Our contract date, well, we can do it as soon as we sent it out, which is today, and the issue date is today. Access for non-admin users, Josh, right? This is going to allow him to go in for billing. I don't want him to necessarily see the schedule of values to see, everything going on in this project. So I'm not going to click that one. I'm going to review everything here, make sure that I, have entered everything that I want to, and click create and send with DocuSign. This is going to direct me directly to DocuSign.